Running a movie theater usually begins with a specific image: packed houses on the opening night of a massive blockbuster, with the owner taking a share of millions in ticket sales. The day-to-day operation is actually defined by the mechanics of a massive, fixed-cost real estate box. Success depends on the operational leverage of the building itself, rather than the art of the silver screen. The theater owner manages a specialized piece of property designed to hold a captive audience. Every square foot of the auditorium and lobby must be monetized to sustain the high-leverage structure of the business. Viewing the multiplex as a cultural touchstone is an expensive distraction. The financial reality of the business is far more rigid and less glamorous than the films it displays. Building that reality requires a massive upfront capital expenditure, or CapEx. Before selling a single ticket, an owner must execute an intensive commercial build-out, pouring sloped concrete floors and erecting the specialized steel scaffolding required for stadium seating. The building code requirements for a crowded theater auditorium are identical to those of a commercial gym. Owners must install industrial-scale HVAC systems capable of pumping thousands of cubic feet of fresh air into the room every minute to handle the density of the audience safely. Every individual screen requires high-cost technical installations, from specialized digital projection systems to heavy acoustic paneling designed to prevent sound from bleeding between rooms. These sound and image systems cost tens of thousands of dollars per auditorium. A theater owner starts in a deep financial hole. The box office opens only after the owner is severely leveraged by the debt required to build the infrastructure. Even with open doors, the owner has no control over the margins of their primary product. The very films used to draw a crowd come with predatory financial terms. Hollywood studios act as a cartel, dictating exactly how much of each ticket sale the theater is allowed to keep. Because the theater needs the studio's digital files to function, the studio holds all the leverage. During a film's release, the studio demands up to 70%. The economics of these snacks are nearly pure profit. Popcorn costs pennies to pop, and soda is essentially tap water mixed with concentrated flavored syrup. These raw materials are sold at an extreme markup. Charging $9 for popcorn and $6 for a soda allows the theater to operate on gross margins that exceed 80%. A movie theater is a heavily scaled snack bar business. The movies playing in the background are simply a way to guarantee a consistent flow of customers to the counter. This model relies on the concession stand to survive a constant collision between rigid operational costs and unpredictable revenue. The fixed costs of the building are relentless: rent, property taxes, and the electricity to run industrial air conditioning stay at a high level regardless of attendance. The revenue meant to pay those costs is entirely variable, depending completely on the quality of movies manufactured by third-party studios. When a season lacks hits, the revenue line crashes, while the fixed costs remain perfectly static. This fundamental mismatch makes theater ownership inherently dangerous. A profitable theater can turn into a distressed asset in a matter of months when the variable income fails to cover the fixed debt. When a string of poorly reviewed films fails to draw a crowd, the owner is left with an empty building. The variable foot traffic plummets instantly, but the bills for the infrastructure stay due. Any disruption in the Hollywood supply chain, like a strike that delays major releases, leaves the theater owner with zero income. The debt payments on the steel and concrete are as identical as they were on a blockbuster opening night. The margin for error in this business is incredibly thin. Without a constant stream of hit films to drive high-margin snack sales, the high-leverage real estate operation collapses. The movie theater is a high-stakes real estate play. It is a building designed to house a captive audience, using the allure of the silver screen to fuel a business of selling corn and sugar to survive.